This week's videos are sponsored by ACORNS, the money app that makes it simple and cheap to make small yet significant investments.
Citizens of the Reject Nation, hello, 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 welcome. Today, me and the boys here are going to be watching Ironheart episode 1, 2, and 3. I'm super excited. I loved Wakanda Forever, and I thought Riri Williams was a great addition to that show. But before we get into the show, let's check in on how we're feeling, how we're doing. Greg, what's going on, man?
I'm feeling a little tired, but ready to receive.
Okay.
That is my state of mind right now.
All right, cool. Coy, how about yourself? How you doing?
Greg's state of mind is my go-to state of mind. Pretty tired, ready to receive. I'm particularly excited for the show. I saw the footage of D23 3 years ago. I'm a big fan of the character. I have talked to Dominique Thorne half a dozen times about the character. Every Marvel event, I always I try to have a moment with her because I think her show getting delayed is really, not fortunate because she's such she's so cool. I like this character, this kid that plays her, and I'm really excited for the world to get to see Ironheart and for her to get her time in the sun. So I'm excited for this one.
How about you, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's been a very busy life as of late, and I'm about to be leaving town, so I'm excited to at least watch the first 3 episodes here of Ironheart. I re-watched parts of Wakanda Forever, and I watched all of her scenes. I was like, oh yeah, I really like her as this character. She's really good, and it's a different kind of flavor than we normally get from the MCU. So I'm excited to see. I think this is the first Black-led MCU show, so I'm excited to check that out. And yeah, I think it's going to be dope, and it's going to introduce magic.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, you're right. But this is a little different because we go into the
it's
streets.
the exact same thing.
Yep.
One black character equals all black characters.
Well, that was co-led. It was like an Oreo situation.
I showed up for the white part.
Okay, yep. Yeah. And I showed up for the black part.
The White Wolf was welcome in Wakanda. Sebastian Stan's welcome. That's how that show worked.
And, yep. You guys, keep it stacked with you. We do have some copyright issues here with videos that are trying to take us down. But a great way to support us is going on over to Patreon, where you can be a royal reject and hang out with us and get the full-length experience. Greg and John do exclusive highlights and full-length watch-alongs over there on the Patreon. But also, if you want to be a righteous reject, you can also go on over to rejectnationshop.com, where you can get cool tees like these. Okay, ooh, super sexy. Marvel. And yeah, you can also get 15% off if you are a patron. So go be super sexy, go be righteous, go be royal. And without further ado, let's get into Ironheart.
Cool. I like the filmic quality.
To let you know, your girl finna be bigger than Jobs.
Right.
Bigger than Gates.
Right.
Bigger than Pym.
Right.
Bigger than Stark.
Yeah.
Combined.
This is some gritty Tony
What do you want?
Scott editing.
Overlap fade.
A knife with thorn his hammer.
Yo.
Okay, let me start over. No, I
really like this. This is fun.
happy.
Me too, girl.
It's good to see Deja happy.
What an interesting opening. Just on 2 people's friendship and their heart.
Hopefully there's no heartbreak to come.
I'm sure everything will be fine. No adversity at all. Things are going to be up and up.
Chicago.
I think she was in Cambridge in Wakanda Forever. So
Yeah, MIT kid.
I can be the greatest inventor of my generation.
Oh, yep.
Which doesn't mean much without the resources to bring my ideas to life. After my internship abroad.
Internship.
Do you think Tony Stark would be Tony Stark if he wasn't a billionaire? No shade. It's just the way the world works. And the AI from my prototype already costs millions of dollars, which clearly I don't have.
Oh, damn. She be hustling.
yeah.
My means of fundraising have been a little experimental.
Forever. Whoa. Cool.
I'm gonna get an A.
She's so apathetic to the response.
But without real money, I gotta get creative. My method goes beyond rules.
She hooking that up to her brain?
I want to continue Mr. Stark's legacy and revolutionize safety.
Okay.
Build a suit of armor around the world.
Firefighters,
Legacy.
search and rescue teams, etc. Working on this level of innovation does not come without risks.
The tech back to the common man. It just got this little like club beat going on in the background.
Maybe you could convince the board to extend my grant just one more year. If I could just get my idea off the ground, help would never be too late. This could change the world.
Wow, I really believe her conviction.
Yeah.
But you've been here over 4 years, with as many disciplinary hearings on record, and still no true matriculation towards a degree.
I've gotten a lot of information now.
I want to build something undeniable. I want real life scientific epiphanies. You want me to do homework? I have to explain to my professors. You want me to be small,
Ready to direct the focus.
but I refuse.
Riri,
right.
that's a hot pile of
The
garbage.
irony, school
Trash,
usually
and
contains
you
that.
know it. You sold completed assignments to students at every school in the area. Cambridge, Providence, New Haven.
This is true. She was hustling.
You have been a horrible steward of Stark's legacy.
Dealing with her own hypocrisy.
MIT has a zero tolerance policy on plagiarism, so this ends with us.
But she gotta hustle to help the world.
I somberly accept responsibility and will get right back to my studies.
Do your studies, work part-time, full-time on your job, and part-time on your fortune.
It's too late.
Oh, she's being let go?
You're expelling me?
Effective. Immediately.
That's messed up. Wow, dude.
Just gather your stuff. We'll wait for you by the exit.
All their hopes and dreams rely on being able to access all this.
I like that it's in real time, like 4 years since Wakanda and also in the show, which is surprising considering they shot this so long ago. I'm sure that got added. I also like them subverting the expectation of the monologue. Like, that is the traditional story, but they have tried to help her.
Oh, cool.
Secretly sneaking out. That's funny. It's looking good.
Yeah, CG's look great.
Take anything that's not hers.
She built that with her own grant money.
I did that, right?
Looks
Yo,
good, man.
that
Looks
was
good.
She's smart.
Woo!
You in there?
Trevor.
Trevor.
Oh
Hi,
my
he's
goodness.
robot.
It's like the Microsoft Word one.
Take us home, Trevor.
Home is not a known location.
Chicago.
Chicago is an American rock band.
Set a course to Chicago, Illinois.
You've got it, Riri. Setting course to Chicago, Illinois.
In the comics, that's Downey Jr. programmed into her helmet. I doubt that'll be the case here. Tony Stark is probably staying dead.
Also, RDJ's very expensive.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys in position or what?
Look at that green hair. It's got
Some to say.
what the hell?
Good to go, guys.
Oh, it's Frank Ocean-ish.
Tracksuit Mafia's cousins. Sort of a suit mafia.
Shit.
Eric Andre.
Hang on a second.
Was it? Is?
What the hell? Oh, I didn't know you were in this.
Stewart, my guy, what is the holdup?
Okay, system disabled. You're good to go.
Oh, that's cool.
Dragon's breath.
Dragon's breath.
Spider-Man. PS4.
Third corridor on the left.
This is the new Ant-Man crew.
Right behind
It feels like it, but actually nefarious.
Why is the alarm going off? No.
But the millennial version. Oh.
Nice.
I was say not bad. Action's pretty fun.
Cops are gonna be here any minute thanks to our boy Stewie. Slug's gonna text you new pickup coordinates now.
Smart.
Strange rhythm to this so far.
Yeah, it feels like they've retooled it a couple times.
Yeah.
Nah, you guys are good.
Go
Go home, get some rest.
Simplistic way to introduce the hood.
Just
Yo, hood.
just in it already. Just he's a guy in the hood.
There's software. We need hardware for this one.
Right, we gonna find someone in the next couple days. And we still got Tunnel, Heirloom, The Big Job.
Speak of the devil. Fate.
Trevor, stabilize the cabin
I mean,
pressure.
for sure, the Ironheart technology looks so much better than the movie.
No, don't give up on me now, man.
They really worked on it. That's what they've been doing the last 4 years.
Thanos was just the beginning.
Wait.
Doomed is the next.
Oh,
no.
she's been expelled, so the AI just shut down in real time.
Save us this time!
Oh no, that is so dangerous.
Shot.
Oh, Ooh, I know that hurt. Oh my God.
The suit.
That's cool.
Come on.
That's
great.
fun.
You got to give it up. That is
great.
great. That is an awesome opening there.
I wonder if this was like 9 episodes. They cut it to 6 because they just did a lot before the opening.
And there wasn't much propulsiveness or momentum to like that heist moment, but
it just kind of happened.
Ooh, Iron Girl.
Iron Girl.
Dang, that was you who crashed just now?
Oh, I love stripping her down like this. This is great.
I'm not trying to be mean, but look a hot mess.
This is cool. The
What am I
neighborhood's going to
supposed
be
to
a part of the character.
You can call me Miss Riri.
Miss Riri.
I'm Lynn.
Well, nice to meet you, Lyndon.
Oh, Landon grows up to be an important comic book character.
Are you serious?
I don't fucking know.
I was like, tell me about it, Greg, because I'm curious.
I was trying to alley-oop you in case I was right.
Yeah, I was like, Landon, huh?
You might hear me say that a few times during the show.
Rampage might be who I think it is, but not Landon.
Is there anything like us? We better get some.
I do like beating down. Like this is the Spider-Man of her.
Oh, 100%.
Riri? Yes, Mom.
And especially where she was talking in the opening of like, you need to be a billionaire to be able to do all this. And then she's going to
everything's falling apart and she's going home walking through the city streets.
Going through the lower income neighborhoods and such.
Hey, Miss Stanton. Good thanks, Miss Riri.
And I love how uncomfortable she is.
I should have known that damn suit again. Why do you insist on building your own death trap?
Because I can.
The girl got ambition.
I love Auntie saging her.
Black obsidian is also really good to have in times of grief.
Nobody is grieving. Miss Stanton, I'm fine. Please tell me to go to my room and think about what I've done.
Sounds like you're grieving, Riri.
So our girl's supposed to be at the clubs, trying to get some drinks free. But you are making an iron suit.
People are obsessed with them. I could build 1,000 other things, but if I could build one of them, people got no choice but to respect me.
I like her so much.
She's great.
Everything here feels so, I don't know, small.
The more she builds this suit of armor, she creates an armor around her heart. But she's grieving. She needs to take that armor off her heart.
You're saying she's building an Ironheart, Greg?
I miss them both.
I just want to be happy.
It's the BB report.
Aww.
He used to sing along to every song on the radio. Word for word, note for note.
Wow, they've used so much life and history into her in such a short amount of time. Like, you really care about her.
I think the actors are saving a lot of the exposition.
Oh, yeah. On paper, this is not paced, but the actors are acting.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying all the scenes with her. Like, the hood stuff was all right so far, but this is where the heart is.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like Dominique Thorne, every time I talk to her, she loves this character. She gets it. Like, she's the show.
I got you.
That guy's going to be a professor.
Tomorrow.
They cast Xavier well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you fiending.
I did not expect him to have that dog.
Nope. Didn't see it in the first shot.
I did.
Was actually just out for a walk. All right, bye.
Oh, damn. Is this like a junkyard?
Yeah, that's smart.
Cool. That makes the suit even cooler.
I mean, I could say no, but yeah. It's gotta be that one. This will help build the hardware, but I still gotta figure out my AI. So it's a start.
Someone who wants to build an AI. That's Coy's favorite kind of person.
I truly think it's the future and not at all a problem.
You used to come in here and haggle with me. You always were with
Natalie.
Yeah, Natalie. I know you'd be big time.
Oh, they're going to break us with Natalie.
Yeah, and just the way she said it, you already felt the pain.
Yeah, it's a big element of the comic.
Is Natalie like a villain?
No, it's much sadder.
How come you're not working at, like, I don't know, Stark Industries or something?
I don't have $1 billion, and I can't compete without resources.
You know, traditional companies, they didn't work for me either. Not for free thinkers like me and you.
Yeah, I would have been okay without having seen the heist and just this guy being sketchy and clearly trying to bring, like, that would have worked better for me.
Come out tomorrow to meet him. When you get there, use the elevator in the kitchen.
Yeah, it would build up mystique.
Yeah.
Morning, evening.
Boss prefers as quickly as possible, so bright and early.
Because then you're looking at your own judgments. Like, am I judging this guy?
I love her performance. There's a constant sense of unease and difficulty trusting.
And the overthinking that a genius would have just navigating the world, which I dig.
And also like a sense of I'm not sure what it is. Like, oh, I should be better than this by now, you know?
Yeah, things should have worked out for me.
Somebody come open this door.
Oh.
A Warbreaker.
What the hell?
In less than 3 minutes, air in this elevator will no longer be breathable.
What is this?
Your air, you'll suffocate and die.
Your interview.
This is illegal!
Break into the device on the floor and find a gas mask. Good luck.
It very much is a saw trap.
I was literally just about to say
100%.
that.
Duct tape.
Look at her, she's shook.
Sweats almost as much as you, Stu.
It's Rampage.
Who is Rampage?
He's a very henchman-y wannabe villain.
I loved his reaction to them. Like, were you all impressed with it?
All right, screw your test. I'm gonna find my own way.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Literally thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
Pretty sure 90% of this is not in the trailer. Nicely done.
I heard Riri Williams was a genius.
Way better introduction to all these characters.
You gotta meet this kid up close.
It's like Robin and his merry band of thieves.
Where am I?
Why you got that cloak on?
I see you fed up with mediocre folks taking your spot. Soon enough, you're gonna get tired of making yourself so small to fit inside those awkward boxes they put you in.
That's what I was saying.
Metaphors.
Come work for me.
No,
I like the offer you couldn't refuse setup.
I'm out.
Why? Come on.
So what's it gonna cost to get you to change your mind?
You don't have that kind of money.
I mean, how much is that?
Consider
Seems like
this
insane amount of
a
money.
signing bonus.
Probably more she's gonna get from college students.
I assume these jobs aren't exactly legal.
And not exactly.
Look, I don't want to hurt anyone.
They might not be legal, but they're for a good cause.
Okay, so what do you do?
Theft, extortion, breaking and entering. Join me, and I will give you the tools to help you carry out your vision ASAP. So you in or out?
Better be worth it.
It will be, but we're gonna need that iron suit tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That's
Wow.
a turnaround.
You can get the materials that fast? All right, girl.
I'm gonna wait probably till the next episode to say some stuff, but there's some things about the way this is directed and paced that is really off for me currently. I'm waiting for it to kind of turn around and pick up some genuine momentum or some type of.
I feel like it has momentum in spurts. I think it's like when you're sprinting and then you walk and then you sprint.
Some of it's playing a little flatter than it should to me.
Hey Xavier, it's me, Nat. Need you to do big sis a favor. I'm over here.
Natalie?
Whoa.
I'll be right home.
Oh, what the hell?
There's literally no benefit to you building an entirely new engine from scratch when you could just swap it.
I know.
That's kind of poignant for your position.
Girl, just wait until we start road tripping in that thing. Hair blowing dramatically in the wind.
No.
You should get some rocket boosters or something.
It's like a giant version of your iron suit.
You know what? I'm gonna make you a jetpack, okay? Because I refuse to mess with the body on this thing.
That's my girl.
Street violence. Oh, it's gonna be drive-by. Dang, that's so real for Chicago.
Why don't you go clean up the shop?
Gary's? You went by there?
He'd hate the state you have it in.
Baby, I didn't even know you cared about the garage.
How could you not know?
You never want to talk about him or Natalie.
So now it's my fault that you let Gary's dream die.
You haven't been home that long, so you need a second.
I find it so much more interesting, all this stuff.
Yeah, the crime stuff doesn't quite hit yet.
Yeah, though I wish that scene could have breathed a little bit more, but I think we'll still unpack.
I also think if we cut the opening, I would have liked these guys more.
Dang, that's crazy.
Some cool designs.
Getting into the demonic stuff. We're going magic and tech. The wires mirroring the threads of evil in his back. I also always like that Tony Stark's hot rod was his inspiration for color and the Barracuda's key for her. Like the bodies of the suit mirror each other, like bulky muscle versus like streamline. Like there's a lot of visual.
I hate doing this to you, man. Fine, I'm fine. Nah, it ain't. Let's just take like a 10-minute break, yeah?
Others are just building this in the kitchen. Wow.
On a local grid, like
4 hours?
Oof.
Cool.
Ominous.
His lighting is a demonic red and hers is a hopeful blue.
I'm really curious what they're going to use for AI since Tony Stark is unlikely.
Maybe it'll be the voice of Natalie.
I'm wondering.
That's what I was thinking.
She's important in many ways. I'm wondering if they'll go that way.
You up? Riri, tell me wake up.
Oh, it's going to be like a full representation of her.
Natalie? Well, who the hell else would it be, bitch?
I like that turn. That's a good choice.
All right, so what's the next one? Reject Nation, I don't know about you, but money used to intimidate me. It definitely still intimidates me. Growing up, I'm sure you guys are the same thing too. Gotta start investing early, it'll pay off in the future. But no one actually taught me how. And by the time I realized I needed to start, I already felt like I was behind. And that's why I'm really grateful for today's sponsor, this company. I've already been using them since before we ever partnered with them. ACORNS! ACORNS is a financial wellness app that makes it easy to start saving and investing for your future. You don't need to be rich. Definitely don't. ACORNS lets you get started with the money you have right now, even if all you've got is spare change. You don't need to be an expert. ACORNS recommends a diverse portfolio that'll help you weather all the ups and downs of the market. And yes, to this day, I still use them. Watch that mighty oak grow. And that's what I love about it. It automates everything. Sometimes I forget that I'm still invested in ACORNS. And what I love is how it automates everything. Sometimes I actually forget that I still have the ACORNS thing going, and it's always nice to check up on it and be like, mighty oaks are growing. I don't have to think about it, just link a card, and it starts putting my spare change to work. One of our team members here even used ACORNS to help them get out of a financial emergency. And when I heard that, that really hit home. So you can sign up now and join the over 14 million customers who already saved and invested over $25 billion with ACORNS. So you can head to acorns.com/rejects or download the app to get started. Because we're dealing with finances, it's important that I say, hey, no client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote ACORNS. Tier 1 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. ACORNS Advisor LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/rejects. Thank you, ACORNS, for sponsoring this video and for helping the bank account look a little bit better.
No, you're not real.
I love the idea that the AI is like a manifestation of her trauma.
And that's what she was dreaming of and thinking about, and it is the thing that'll guide her.
But I hope it leads to some consequences.
Real. Yes! I do not need my mom to see you. Okay, where do you want me to go?
Riri, don't do any calling you.
Oh, 1 second.
I mean, is it the kind of thing where only Riri can see her?
Yeah,
though?
is she a hologram being projected from somewhere? Because that's moving.
I'd shake your hand, but I'm just a 3-dimensional image shaped by light beams projecting from that broken chest plate, so I'm not calling you that. You could call me neuro-autonomous technical assistant.
It is a Natalie acronym. I was making a joke.
Rolls off the tongue a little better, you know? Fine. Call yourself whatever you want.
Is that a character in the comic?
Natalie's a character in the comics, but the AI is Tony.
Okay, yeah.
Run diagnostics. Okay, so you just gonna threaten my life and then ask for a favor. Favor? That's how you do business.
Girl, that was an order.
I just don't understand why you want to erase me when I'm literally perfection.
No, you are a
Still a little
mistake.
confused why AI has a physical form when it's been kind of like a voice in past.
Well, Tony was physical, but it was like blue, and it wasn't like, it was sassy, but not.
I'm looking at a hologram of my dead best friend instead. Yeah, that's only weird if you make it.
No, it's weird and total.
Pretty weird.
My God.
Bring bagels.
You got a boy in here? No, Mom. A girl? Listen, I gotta go to work. So what am I supposed to do while you're gone? Nothing. Do not do anything until I get back. As you wish.
You can't turn her off?
Here again?
Go home, Roger.
That was great.
Glad I caught you, because I was going to invite you to this Saba thing.
Let's meet there. Send me the ID. I really gotta go. I'm late.
I feel like there's going to be some type of unpleasant plot twist for that gentleman.
I hope not. That's fun.
Oh, that's Weeks. They change it. I like it.
We transformed Chicago's historic freight tunnels into a private highway, offering travelers a shorter and safer commute.
They don't like all the letters in this show, do they?
And community. Great
You don't
city
get
of Chicago.
Sitting across from me is Slug, our hacker extraordinaire from Madripoor.
Madripoor!
I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm kind of one of Madripoor's most wanted.
Huh. So is the power broker.
Next is Clown, our pyrotechnic specialist.
All right.
That leaves my cousin, John.
The one he trusts the most.
Recruiter, getaway driver.
I'm also highly skilled in the art of skirma de stiletto siciliano.
Hi, I'm John. My parents didn't say I love you, so now I play with knives.
Well, look, Riri is replacing Stewart as our mechanic and tech specialist. We're lucky
Stewart's
to have
gonna want
her.
revenge.
If Stewart's still alive.
Right, I was about to say, Stewart might be dead.
Eric Andre's expensive too.
Tonight, Sheila's gonna be doing a big demo run at Tunnel. And we're gonna be interrupting that practice run by breaking the system in a way only this crew can fix.
You'll upload a virus
Robin Hood type of
created by
situation.
yours truly.
But if they go a bridge too far is why Riri has to stop them.
Once you plug it in, I can control the system.
I got just the thing. Strong enough to blow through thick layers of concrete without causing any damage below. My little SBD. Silent, but deadly.
This is the acronym show.
Just a super cut of all the acronyms.
So, like, when do we get paid? Is it like a cash only under the table type situation?
No, it's you get a W-2 and everything.
Dental.
How about we stay focused on the job? And that suit better be ready. We're gonna need it for tonight.
It's at home, charging, but I got you.
All right. So far, I'm enjoying the pickup here.
Yeah, the second episode's working for me more. With the villains, at least.
Are they villains?
Well, likely will be.
I don't really trust demonic hoods.
I did not dive into like comics for this show. I don't know much about Ironheart.
Once they get a group name that's an acronym, then they're villains.
Not sneak up on me like that.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rampage, aka Stewart.
Here's a list of black market shoppers in Illinois. Recent transactions includes a bunch of experimental bioenhancements, microchips, electronic control systems. My God.
Ryan Airy. Is that an Easter egg for Ryan Airy?
Good for him.
Hey.
Did they do that for him?
Oh my God, remember when we used to sing 03 Bonnie and Clyde in your dad's car, and you all was
this is messed
Jay-Z
up.
and I was Beyonce?
I don't like that.
Wow, the betrayal.
What?
It has games.
Good luck.
I mean, this does feel like some 2025 AI. They are getting more
Independent woman, but you ain't
personalities.
that
quote, unquote.
And in the comic, it being Tony, like he's rebellious and has his own, goals and stuff. So that works.
Well, and to the show's credit, they've established her personality before she was an AI, and it's reflective of how she was.
How she's
before
perceived of her.
Oh, that's so great. She has to travel on train with it. Oh.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it. I wish there was some style to the way this was directed.
I like the film look, and I like that it's handheld a lot, but I don't know what's not hooking me.
I think it's kind of flat in the way it's
Alden!
Yeah.
Oh, snap. That's right. He's in this. Oh, no.
Sorry about your persimmons.
Oh, that's all right. It looks like they're only slightly bruised. I can still make my world famous jam.
Man, wow, this man was Han Solo at one point.
Not long ago?
Not long ago.
Selling chocolate bars for my troop.
Technically, you need a permit for that, but I'm willing to look the other way for an underprivileged youth.
Oh, God.
One repulsor transmitter, micro brain machine interface system, and nanosorbethane.
Wow, you didn't have to lie about the chocolate. You were going to not keep up the act for that long.
You've got the wrong guy. Maybe whoever you're looking for lived here before me and forgot to change his address on the black market.
The live, laugh, love behind him's great.
How do you know where the items came from?
Who knows? It's the criminal store. I made an educated guess.
The criminal store.
If you don't work with me here, FBI gets a call from a concerned neighbor.
Look at me. There's no way I can survive prison. Have you seen Orange is the New Black? Okay, but I don't keep this stuff in the house.
Just tell me where I can go alone.
My collection's protected by a biometric retinal scanner, and I'd really like to keep both my eyes, please.
Somebody's got a picture.
That's great.
Are you crying?
Sorry, sometimes it just happens. It's totally involuntary.
Crying?
It'll go away on its own. It's my coworker Frank tricked me into doctoring a report for a client, and now he hangs that violation over my head, which is ironic, by the way, because we're tech ethicists.
Oh, God.
Oh, you gotta demand respect.
That's easy for you to say. You have a menacing iron suit. People have no choice but to respect it.
No. That's not how she gets respect.
Don't let Frank or your shitty neighbor or anybody else walk all over you. Except for me. I'm allowed because I got the menacing iron suit.
Hologram of my dead best friend is dead.
Uh-oh.
Come on now, Riri. You gotta have some photos of me somewhere.
I thought Natalie was about to have an existential crisis.
An AI trying to escape.
Here we go.
And she's doing it like, I'm coming for you to help you. Nope.
Oh, no. Oh.
Miss Ronnie, I'm not a ghost, just an AI coming from that little projector you got over there.
Riri made you? Well, I'll shade in.
Joe Badiah Stain seems like a good guy.
We'll see if he builds something out of a silo with scraps.
Whoa.
This is wild.
He's got the live, laugh, love
there's
sign
more
here,
live,
too.
laugh, love.
A shady bunker filled with illegal weapons and bionics.
Would a shady bunker have that on the wall? The bunker makes me feel close to my dad.
There we go.
He was an engineer, constantly going on about how tech is the future.
Do I detect some shade?
I just can't get over how much you resemble the real Natalie. I mean, you even sound just like her.
Oh, here we go.
That makes more sense of reaction.
She's not letting me do the very thing that I'm designed to do, which is protect her and help her.
Girl, welcome to Riri's life. The only way to be in it is to force your way through.
Tell an AI that.
What would you say if someone were to hypothetically create AI using brain scanning technology on themselves?
I would say the amount of energy and power it takes to scan a human brain would hypothetically turn it to goop, and only an idiot with a death wish.
Yeah. I mean, she successfully did it.
If someone did create AI using brain scanning technology successfully, you think it'd be any good?
By good, you mean ethical. It would depend on if the creator were ethical.
Ah.
Could have said that in a regular tone, but I get it. Can you pass me that?
These two have the best chemistry.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the best scene of actors. Yeah.
What is this?
It's an MRF.
I used to drink those in college.
It's an AMF. A MRF is a magnetic repulsion field.
Acronym show. Alden Ehrenreich does feel like a character that has existed in the MCU for a while.
He plays the levels perfect. Like, all of the tones of weirdness he found a way in. But he's one of the best actors I know. Like, Alden's incredible.
Looks amazing, too.
Yeah. Looks really good.
They're conserving the CGI for the suit really well, too. It doesn't feel like we've missed it because the practical suit has been around, depowered.
Soundtrack choices are a blast.
Yeah, the needle drops are, like, tonally perfect.
The tunnel in the tunnel. Superhero landing. Nice. Wow. Wow.
And there was a few years they were going to do this in LA, but it was not efficient, like single car tunnel. I'm glad they cast fighters, like stunt fighters, to be the actors for those roles.
Wake her up.
They're looking really good. Oh, jeez. Worst time to show up. No. Oh, God. No.
Well, you and your jailbreak just made me drop the hard drive with Slug's virus, and now I'm screwed. I can fix it. How?
Can you?
First, turn off your MRF so you can magnetize yourself to one of these platforms.
The MRF is the only thing keeping me from death.
Don't worry, Riri. I got you.
I wonder if the actress playing Natalie was actually interacting with Dominique Thorne. It's
like an earpiece. Like
sounds like
chemistry solid.
No, I was just thinking that.
It's just like Spy Kids.
This show's got me now. Like I'm in now.
You about to get crushed like a pop can.
Feels like on a theme park ride when you have like a character from a movie or show helping you out.
Yeah.
When I give you the signal, you're gonna have about 2.5 seconds to switch the system over while I'm gonna trigger an emergency override.
We don't do improv, kid.
Too late.
We don't do improv. How do you not improv with what you do for a living?
You plan to.
It's like it has to be improv.
I'm almost there.
Parker's running out of time.
Too many ears in her head right now. Voices, I mean, in her ear.
Slug, it's down.
Good ticking clock.
Oh,
nice.
Slug, I think if you cut your nails, you type faster.
A little bit of efficiency there. As a hacker.
I gotta stay stylish.
What's going on?
Hood. A very talented team just hijacked your system. So now technically I control Tunnel, but we have to make it official still.
Oh, wow.
Sign these documents, please.
Hey, you will agree to put me and my associates on Tunnel's payroll. 6-figure salaries, benefits, free access to the highway, of course, and equity in the company as an anonymous co-owner.
Oh my God, dude.
Damn.
Big old job. Corporate sponsorship.
Now, if you want to take back control, just sign an initial there. Unless you want your investors to have a front row seat to the encore.
Interesting. I don't think I've seen this before.
All right. She's signed.
Ironheart.
We can clock out.
Yeah.
It's debuting now.
Oh, man, someone trying to sign their way into
That way you
power
you
through
lose
heist.
everything or share your piece of the pie.
I mean, you get all the money, you get the access for travel. It'd be pretty amazing.
Freeze!
Natalie, what's going on? Natalie,
I need you to put your hands up.
Yeah,
Come on, man. There's no need for that.
Trauma? Or are you getting access to something else to stop them?
I think it might be trauma.
Natalie, give me control.
Yeah.
Hood. Oh,
Curve the
no, Hood. She don't like guns.
I did not know an AI could have trauma. That's wild.
Good?
Yeah, I think.
Riri's so popular, though, in Chicago.
Yeah, don't worry about him. He'll be fine.
But, no, I mean, you just made...
Just shot a security guy.
Riri's could be a fugitive now.
What do you know about Parker? I heard he jacked it from Kochek at Bottom Lounge, and somebody else was saying that he like wrestled it off a demon, but I think it's just like vintage urban.
Every bruise you take for this team, every line of code, every job you plan with me, with this group, means something real. You've lived your lives waiting to be seen.
Man, when you're powerless, you really want power.
Waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness. Well, I see you. But the money above us will never notice our brilliance unless we force them. And after what we pull at Tunnel, these suckers are listening.
They're doing a good job making him like a charming leader.
Here's to you.
Cheers.
I understand why she would kind of, in addition to the money aspect, why she'd be part of this band of misfits.
But is he manipulating? Like, is he acting like he really cares? I think he'd throw any one of them under the bus if he had to.
I mean, look what he did to Stewart.
Hey.
Did she say moon powered too? Or am I tripping?
Solar and wind, she said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those panels were solar.
I'm sorry about earlier.
What happened?
I saw the gun and I froze. I don't know why.
What do you remember about that night?
I think I know why.
I don't know. We can come back to that later, Ree. Right now, I need to talk to you about Parker.
I wonder if Riri faces her traumas, if it'll force Natalie to remember shit.
It feels like a woman off self kind of story.
Earlier today, by the tunnel, I sensed some crazy energy. I don't know what it is, but it ain't from around here.
Wake up to aliens, androids, wizards on our timeline every other day.
Big three.
Parker is sus, but this is an in and out job. If you want to keep playing Spy Kids, you gotta have my back.
Are you saying I can stay?
That's what she got.
Damn it, I forgot about this show. I have to take you with me.
Yeah, it's interesting because it has elements of culture in it, but I kind of wish it was more stylized at the same time. I know you were kind of saying that you wish it had more of a directorial style, but yeah, I don't know. Wish I had that thing that Spider-Verse had, or even that's animation. But yeah, I can't put my finger on it.
The second episode's working better for me, but I can't tell if it's just because I'm more endeared to them.
Yeah, sometimes I listen to it when I get the urge to talk to it. I wish I could right now, honestly.
When I'm watching these two, I feel like they're a different show, but in a good way.
Same.
She represents a more hopeful side of the relationship. Represents a more hopeful side of Riri. And I like having the supernatural character of Hood while she's dealing with an element of a ghost.
Yeah, it's fun. I like that. That's a good point.
Brian, look at you.
It's fine.
Is it?
It's more like veins and
scales.
Man.
It's like latching onto its fiber.
I can't keep covering this shit up for you, Brian.
I said it's fine. Stop worrying about me. I'm not a kid anymore.
Oh yeah, you so grown. Look what it's doing to you.
Are you gonna take your cousin out?
Can I have some privacy? Please?
Actually gonna get Mephisto finally. That's what I'm guessing is the Who is. That's my guess.
Obviously, I don't think he's gonna take his cousin out here, but I feel like he's gonna snap at some point and possibly take his cousin
Parker
out.
Robbins is an interesting character because they could go a bunch of directions.
So when were you going to tell me about your little friend? Natalie?
Maybe you can build a Gary.
Baby, she is incredible.
Aww.
It's like you brought back her entire soul.
Oh.
Honestly, I don't even know what Natalie is. I wish I could.
Yeah, the debating and dialoguing around like the literally the science stuff and the tech and the ethics of it is some of the much more interesting parts of this show versus the plot mechanics.
Yeah, and the exposition heavy first episode for sure.
Oh, God.
Time to consider standing up.
Tired of standing here with a yard of crap.
Oh, maybe standing up. What do you go grab? That's the question.
Doing his Ray Liotta Goodfellas walk.
Cut her flowers. Oh, yeah. Use passive aggressive in defense mode.
Now you're just taking down these poor flowers.
It's not very live, laugh, love of you, Alden.
He's fun.
You've got a dark side too.
What an interesting note to end on.
Literally that button.
I hope they reveal his true identity in episode 3, or else we have spoiled it for people.
Oh, which one?
Alden Ehrenreich.
Oh.
Yeah. They didn't
they say his last name? Stain? It was in the text. That's how she found him, was his last name.
Oh, did it say Stain?
I thought it did.
I thought I just knew it because of everyone telling me that's who he was.
I hope I didn't ruin it.
You think that's a twist that's going to have an impact on people? Because Iron Man came out in 2008?
Maybe.
Legacy characters.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be like, no. When I get twisted, anything goes.
Okay, this is fun.
This is the first shot we saw in the D23 footage forever ago.
Hey.
Oh, she's enjoying being a criminal.
Get it, Riri? Fun. Love the titles.
So what you gonna do with your Birkin band?
I'm gonna go home and open up a Michelin star restaurant lounge.
Oh, fancy.
I feel like a lot of you are probably going to get killed off.
Yep. And Slug's like a giant kingpin kind of mafia character in the comics, so it's really interesting.
I'm about to open up a school for kids as a money laundering front for my black market explosive. What y'all planning to do? Underground Fight Club.
That's on character.
Oh. He's not going to be happy you're doing that.
Trying to pick the vault where he keeps it for a long time. Crack the code today.
Hood is gonna kill you.
She's a model.
Ooh.
Damn, this thing is weird.
Weird how?
It's hot, but not in a sexy way. In like a edging on theoretical physics kind of way.
What the hell?
Do we have time to analyze the energy? Get to the bottom of Hood's powers? Between me and you, invisibility, bending bullets.
Oh.
Joe.
Do not touch the damn hood! And y'all sitting here watching?
Yo, what is your problem?
My problem. Why don't you go ahead and back away, little girl?
Or what?
I think he's gonna hurt you.
We all want the same thing, yeah? I think you made your point. They won't do it again.
Right.
Let's look ahead to the next hit. Slug, give us the rundown.
Which is a musical about the struggles of Chicago.
Heirloom and Heirloom CEO
In the
Hunter
tribe.
Mason, industry titan by applying cutting-edge farming technology to specially preserved antique seeds. Old meets new on steroids.
Word.
All the tech stuff is interesting because I feel like all of this is close.
Designed to detect any metals that could be considered a threat to the biology, which means no knives, no suit, and no bombs.
Gonna have to go in naked.
We all just got paid. Everybody go out, have fun, spend frivolously, and when we come back with cooler heads, we bring the heat to another rich asshole.
I like how they are kind of good, like, and that the tech is like right on the edge of our reality. Like, I've really liked all those elements because the comic is so science-y. They're doing that well.
I'm not finding myself particularly connected to this crew, though.
I definitely like her family stuff more, but this is starting to get me.
I'm only doing this because I have to, not because I'm a bad person.
You're joking, right? Everyone you're talking about is a criminal, including you.
No, I'm not.
You have to face facts. You're doing criminal activities. You're a criminal.
I'm an engineer. What I'm building is
important,
iconic.
You got to pay attention to your actions. That's what got you suspended, expelled.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done. Before my hood, I was a nobody, but with it, maybe a little unsavory, but I'm unstoppable.
Parker Robbins backstory.
I've seen something like that before. Vibranium, Pimtech.
Magic.
Magic is code for I don't know.
I don't care how it works. It helps me protect who I love and what I want. And that's enough for me. I suspect that's enough for you too, Riri. And if that makes you bad, who cares?
Bad is subjective.
Have we given a reason why she doesn't have access to the Wakandans for help?
No. And they have money.
Yeah, they have the most expensive resource in the world.
I mean, they asked her to leave at
Now
the
you
end.
come tight them
but,
worn out
like,
earphones
not
you be wearing.
in a crude way, like not in a screw you way.
If you're struggling, they can
She
help.
spent her money on him. That's really cute.
So you were dumpster diving a few weeks ago. Now you're buying expensive headphones?
That was before the job.
Right, that secret startup you super conveniently can't discuss.
Look, if you don't want them, that's all you had
I'm
to
not
say.
saying that. These are Natalie. Every scratch and scuff on these worn out earmuffs, Natalie put there.
The real Natalie.
That's nice. But how can you work without falling apart?
Every single dent is a memory I can hold on to.
Beautiful.
I swear, when I put these on, I feel her soul in these.
Oh.
Love the two ideas.
Makes it better. Gets you in your feels, huh? Now, come on, girl. And I mean that completely colloquially, not at all pejorative. From the same streets.
They got good chemistry.
Great chemistry.
What you out here doing?
Nothing.
You sure you're not hiding something?
You keep saying you want to do good, but you're doing criminal activities.
And hide them from someone you can trust.
Can I help you?
Yes, good evening, ma'am. Is this the home of Riri Williams?
Joe! How do you two know each other?
Showing up at her
Well,
house.
Riri and I,
Met at work.
Should you really be walking around with
Schematics.
blueprints?
My thoughts, exactly. How about we take this outside? You know, we'll just
Lovely home as
Well,
well.
thank you.
So many ideas. 3D printed corneas, a second iron stomach to make food poisoning a thing of the past. Nanotech muscle fibers that increase strength and invulnerability. A biomesh material.
You have inspired.
I get that you're having a whole moment, but today's not really a good day for me, so rain check?
Oh, she's creating a villain.
No.
Excuse me?
I said no.
He came all the way out.
You're gonna help me as much as I need, or I'm gonna tell your mom how we really know each other.
There's that nefarious side from Pops.
Jamie Foxxon.
Give me the blueprints.
So take a gander at these, and I will see you at my place tomorrow. Is 6 good? I'm sorry, what am I saying? 6 is good.
To clarify, I saw it before, but now it's starting to manifest.
She's
They
getting.
clearly added that line at ADR to say the theme. Thanks for teaching me to
stand
for
up
myself.
Who's in it to optimize this suit, so let's freaking optimize. Natalie, run diagnostics. Prep the suit for upgrade.
Oh, whoa. Ew.
Seeing a move like that's crazy.
I'm not upgrading shit.
I love the way she's walking in it.
Get out. I gotta optimize the suit before what? before Parker's next job.
Cool.
Suit looks great.
Yeah.
And you don't care because you only seeing money. You're going to get caught. You understand that, right?
What do I got to do to get you to stop talking right now?
How about you try and treat me like a friend and partner?
Yeah.
And how am I supposed to do that?
Let's go somewhere. Hang like we used to.
Ooh, she really believes she's her. Yeah.
That is not an efficient use of my time. You know what else isn't an efficient use of your time, Ree? Trying to figure out how to undo my suit override. Sounds like you've got a rock and hard place situation. Yikes.
Some bull. How I get blackmailed twice in 5 minutes?
Karma.
Together, you guys are Ironheart.
Shut up about it. We go first thing in the morning.
Yes!
Yeah, she keeps getting like tricked into doing shit she doesn't want to do.
Bonnie and Clyde back on the street!
This is so fun.
The actress that plays her is so stoic on This Is Us. It's cool to see her like playful.
Yeah, my best. Test 1, test 2. Oh, snap it. AI got a window. He can project without needing my suit. Now, do you want to tell me where we're going or what?
That my best friend.
I mean, there might be other people from your past who might recognize.
Yeah, this hologram of your dead friend.
So interesting. If they were to put them, obviously, in things outside of the show, they'd have to have both of them.
First rule of blackmail, sir. Stick to your turn. What, that's Joe again? I think I created a monster. Oh, you think so? Got some pretty dope concepts in that pile of madness. It's just execution is all over the place.
You can complement each other.
You know, I remember a lot of things. There are gaps, which suck, but guess there'd be gaps if I were alive.
Are her memories?
It's her memories of her that would be.
Yeah.
It's like her memories coupled with like pictures and videos and stuff.
I wonder what Gary would think of the suit. You know, see me fly. If you knew what you were doing with it. All right, not this again. Talk about defiling sacred spaces. Meanwhile, you out here being a whole ass criminal.
Hologram conscience.
Well, by creating Natalie, she created the thing that could actually help her soul.
Her Ironheart.
Yeah.
This is where our day ends.
You still got the key, right?
Oh man, I haven't been here since.
Does it still smell the same, Ree?
Uh-oh.
Oh, snap!
Oh, this one's... Oh, that's
so traumatic, especially with her in there.
Oh.
Ree. Come see if this still has flavor.
Ooh.
Riri?
Girls, run!
Wow.
Yeah, this cannot be good for your brain.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Great job making her look young.
Okay. If you can hear, I think you're having a panic attack, but it's okay. It's okay. All you have to do is breathe. Okay? In and out.
Wow.
Again. In.
The great thing that would help you.
And process the trauma you were ignoring for years.
I get you one of those breath tunnels so you can breathe to focus the breath.
How you know how to do that?
My Nat was the only one who knew how to calm me down when I spiraled.
It's coming from your brain.
She'd remember that because you.
It must be such a hard tug and pull because you're like, I can't really connect with this version of Natalie.
These officers are here for you.
Right, you can't touch her either.
I'd like to ask you about relationship to Stuart Clark, expert computer tech.
Oh, he's dead.
He say he knew me?
He was found dead this morning.
Yep.
We're investigating it as a potential homicide.
What a cameo he had.
I met Stuart on a job interview. We exchanged numbers. I tried reaching out once, but he never answered.
If anything else comes to mind, we'd appreciate a call.
You were the last person to call him? That was days ago.
Yeah, it's weird that no one called.
Stuart has no friends.
Yeah.
Stuart got murked. Yo, they could have murked me. I knew something was off. Shit.
You gotta get out, girl.
I like them finally using the hologram as a hologram for this moment.
We've been Team Parker, but we don't know that.
They know everything about me. About Ma? Zay? I need to get ahead of this.
Yeah.
Ahead of him.
Yeah.
I need that hood.
No. Do you know what you're up against? This magical dude can bend bullets to his will. If he could do that, what else can he do?
It's just a regular dude in a magical outfit. He's nothing without that hood.
He's kind of submerged. He's kind of merged with the magic, though, man.
Shit. Parker will be so distracted with Hunter Mason, he won't even notice if I take just a little piece of his hood.
We still have the heirloom design plan.
Nah, heirloom security is tight. I can't even bring my suit inside, but without it, I'm completely naked.
Hey, it's going to come in handy.
Joe has a prototype for a biomesh skin material. It can cover bionic enhancements. Joe's prototype is about to get a Riri Williams upgrade.
We gotta cancel this heirloom gig. Nah, for real, I can't find anything on Hunter Mason, man. No vices, no weaknesses. Hell, no social media.
What is the design of those tattoos?
And Riri's suit ain't a catch-all. It's making you too confident. And you think the crew would be down to go into this half-ass just because you're blinded by your personal vendetta? Think, Parker.
I was wondering if he was picking his targets specifically.
The founder and CEO made a public statement regarding the crime, saying these are simply petty thieves trying to make a buck using cheap tricks. They will be caught and brought to justice swiftly.
Said the wrong words, man.
Yeah, what's your angle?
No. We had to target his plan.
Your hubris is going to be the death of all your people.
Yeah, I don't see them making it.
What happened to this place?
I was trying to create a neural link between myself and a computer chip to test the potential for prosthetic
Dude.
implants, and whoopsie.
Oh my God.
I must have shorted something. Would you help?
Oh, God.
You went way too far.
Tweezers, alcohol, and do you happen to have any of that biomesh skin you designed?
There's some on the counter.
Just checking out your schematics and got some ideas for that biomesh. We could upgrade it with some enhanced silicone gridding for cloaking.
Where's all the blood?
It'd take me 10 minutes. You already have all the parts I need. I just need to borrow it.
I knew it. No. This is all black market tech that I've heavily modified and can be traced back to me.
What is this? Wheat flour?
No. Riri, please put Dad back.
Oh.
What the hell, Joe?
No.
Why is he in a baggie?
We weren't close. Now he's everywhere. Great.
We weren't close.
Obadiah.
Confirmed.
A rich techie whose dad's name was Obadiah S?
Obadiah is a common name.
It absolutely is not. Who are you really, Joe?
I love how he labeled the bag with his dad's name.
But just S.
I'm Ezekiel Stain.
Obadiah Stane, COO of Stark Industries, BFF to Howard Stark, mentor to Tony Stark, died in that horrible plane crash. That Stane?
Jeff Bridges.
Plane crash.
Plane stories a lot.
Yep.
Damn, didn't know that they invented that.
Covered it up.
Dad died trying to kill Tony Stark.
How do you know the truth?
And I've spent my whole life trying to be nothing like him. He went full supervillain.
Yep.
A suit a lot like yours. And then you come knocking
Back in
on my door
2008.
with that same iron energy. It's a non-starter, Riri. I cannot be a party to whatever you're up to.
I also like that he's trying to go bio because his dad went so ironmonger.
Is Ezekiel Stain a character in the comics?
He is, yeah. I'm curious if he'll go as far as like Ultimate Iron Man stuff.
1,000%. They're definitely going to do Ultimate Iron Man.
Oh, it's happening.
That's why they held off on this show for like 10 years.
Yep, it's coming.
Why the iron suit?
Because I could.
You said that before. Why'd you really build it? Were you a fan?
The real fan was Gary.
Oh, for her dad. That's cute.
Stepdad. He used to talk about Stark all the time. He was a mechanic, but he had an aviator's brain. He used to say the best way to know a thing is to take it apart, put it back together.
I like to do that to human bodies.
Broken car, broken home, the broken-hearted widow.
Black Widow.
Not her mom, Black Widow.
It's the kind of hero he was.
Was?
Drive-by.
Sorry.
You both got dead dads.
At least you had a good example. I had an ironmonger.
He said it.
Nobody asked, but I say you're not your dad unless you choose to be. You're your own you.
I can assure you, you're nothing like Obadiah.
I do like the use of two legacy characters in different ways, like Legacy of Iron Man, Legacy of Tony Stark.
I feel like this show should have been these two.
Yeah.
They work really well together.
Implement your upgrades, but promise me this won't blow back on me.
I swear.
They're all the number one scenes that I personally just slip into.
You should take Gary's advice. Break yourself down. See what you're made of.
All this stuff feels the most MCU as well, but in a very organic way.
So some of this writing, because it's playing with all the themes, but in a more articulate way.
Cocoa Sunrise.
Cool.
Oh, nice. Smooth.
Last metal check before we head to Heirloom. The sensors in these greenhouses are no joke. You'll be okay. We're gonna have a shot at holding Heirloom hostage. Everyone needs to stick to their jobs.
Does she have bullets in her hair? I just realized.
I didn't see him.
So the last one went pretty well. This one's probably gonna go to shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how heist things go.
Security seems light out here.
My turn. Cameras down in 3, 2, 1.
I would like her to build the suit in a way that exceeds the Iron Man suit, so it's that way it doesn't just feel like, yeah, she built an Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
Then we have to get her to nanotech or find an alternative way to express that.
Hey, Mike, I'm seeing some lights out by you. Can you check it out?
Hello.
They're good at that.
Jerry and Slug are in position.
Copy.
These guys are the best fighters ever.
Lex, you got this, Ree.
Oh boy. Tom Cruise.
Doing the Rogue Nation.
Whoa. They often do Draper against Blue.
Hunter's office is right in the center of the structure. Now, chances are you're going to enter directly underneath Hunter and Parker, so please be careful.
Yo, Ironhead, focus.
Reed, let me punch this dude right in the throat.
I know you're there.
He's aware of the hood.
There have been whispers about a flamboyant young upstart pruning the competition. I was wondering when you pay me a visit.
Yes, Riri, discover the truth.
You're writing the check.
Well, that's what this is all about, isn't it? Money.
It worked.
That'd be stupid. I'm going to cash this check. All the evidence to support it.
You can. Well, why don't you tell me about myself?
It's not about the money.
Oh
It's
my
about
God.
stealing.
This is too close for danger.
Are you joking with this piece of paper?
Sign the contract.
No.
Do it, Slug.
Fire detectors are now disabled.
Oh, God, you're going to burn this all.
Any other bad guys?
Oh, yeah.
Damn, it looks like they're doing something that's kind of important.
It seems very important, helpful, and good.
Me, my homies, we do. Hunter, sign the contract.
Ree, the meter. I know. You don't want to set off any alarms.
Going too far, girl. Yeesh.
Nah.
You don't think you're the villains?
And they're trapped in there.
Uh-oh. Yep. And that's death.
Yeah, you'd lock down for fire prevention.
Source C. You are in violation of Heirloom security clearance.
The bio alert sensor's been triggered.
Well, shut it down.
I can't.
Ooh.
Or subject to something.
No, tell me that's not what I think it is.
Oh, that's going up rapidly.
Everyone okay? Come on, give me an update.
Hood, we in danger, girl.
What the hell did you do?
I didn't do anything. One of the geniuses in your crew triggered the sensors, and now they're all trapped. You have no power here. Now.
Oh, shit. You're about to murder.
Red lighting, pulsing.
Get out of my sight.
Just hurry, Riri.
Hurry up.
How big a piece do you need?
Ooh. Yeah.
Nicely done, Hood.
Whoa,
Cool,
black eyes.
nicely done. I like the subtleness of that.
Black sclera. Classic mark of a demon.
Hey, nice.
I think they're pumping in carbon dioxide. And we're dead.
Even though he did it under invisibility, could there still be fingerprints?
You can still be here.
There's no need to murder these people. Hey, he didn't even need to engage in combat with them.
You're invisible, bro.
No cameras in there?
A lot of these fight scenes, like the hand-to-hand, feels so like early 2000s.
They do. I wonder if it's budget or camera angle, stunt coordinators.
Direct me to an unaffected greenhouse and get the rest of the crew to safety.
But Ree, you have to save them.
Skrillex.
Whoa. Okay. All right. during.
That looked cool, though.
It was the rare moment where the music had personality and the shooting of it
And the
had
visuals had personality.
Sometimes I feel like the music's personality outshines the visuals we are accompanying it with.
Uh-oh.
Why are you in your suit?
Uh-oh.
Come
You're
on.
screwed.
I need you.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do, Riri?
Explain.
Explain it. Explain.
You got such a temper tantrum.
I told you to stay in your lane, kid, right?
For what? You do me like Rampage?
What you say?
I know y'all killed Rampage.
That was a weird ADR.
See, we don't do loose ends around here, and you just became one.
Come on, Natalie. Come on.
Laser him.
Right. You have a laser in your wrist.
Nice. That's a strong keyboard.
No. There it is.
Let's go.
Man, Natalie's the real hero of this show.
I know that hurt.
acidic. You know, for a guy who's really good at throwing knives, you are sucking ass right now.
Now, typically, Parker likes to be present for demotions, but...
Man, you talk a lot, dude.
What the hell is happening?
Suffocating. Idiot. Please keep talking.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Very cool.
That's awesome. Let him suffocate.
Okay, I'll get you out of here. Doors sealed in 3, 2, 1.
Open the door! Open it!
Kind of reminds me of a robot from Invincible.
A little bit. This one reminds me of Batman Begins.
Doesn't have to save him.
Yeah, exactly.
Dang, that's crazy.
Where's John? Everybody got eyes on him? We can't wait. Riri, fly over and find him.
Yeah, this is the first episode where music seems to blend in well.
Yeah, I'm wondering who directed this one compared to the other ones.
Ooh, oh, he gone.
He's in one of the greenhouses and he's not moving.
Yeah, that's where you go full tilt villain.
He said he loved the team, but that was probably the only person he actually loved.
What did I do?
You let a man die, girl.
Bree, your arm, the biomesh.
Oh, he left the tech in there. Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's getting a back about.
Lose everything. Ooh.
This is the first time I'm truly like feeling a lot of shit.
It's getting better every episode.
Yeah.
I trusted you. John, he trusted me. I should have listened to him.
Come on, let's go all Green Goblin.
For John to die? Answer me! I'm done with you!
Whoa, what the hell?
Oh, what an awful way to go, too.
Jesus. Letting them see it? That's crazy.
Wow. Riri's got her ghost, and now he's got his.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you showing me this?
All you have to do is breathe. Just breathe.
The breathe parallel, too.
Breathe.
Ooh.
Good.
Feel this.
No, I'm not.
Same director.
That was a great episode.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
Whew.
Yeesh. Wow. Okay, guys. We've just watched the first 3 episodes of Ironheart. Oh, if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, make sure to give us 5 stars. Also, thank you so much to the people at Prepper for cutting down these highlights for the YouTubes. Woo, all right. Greg.
Okay.
How are you feeling, man?
I feel fine. I feel like it's fine. I agree that every episode gets better. I agree. I mean, there's a lot of things to appreciate. I think Dominique Thorne is showing a lot of a range comparatively to the limited time she had in Wakanda Forever. And the family dynamics I'm enjoying a lot. I think this show is littered with a lot of intent versus some conflict on execution. But sometimes the intention also is working with the action they're providing. Like the relationship with Alden Ehrenreich, Ezekiel is easily my favorite part of the show. Like their relationship, their back and forth as acting and writing, it is the part that feels the most natural. It is one of the rare parts where I feel like the show actually sings. And I think sort of if I'm looking at kind of like a graph on a Lifeline chart, I kind of feel like it's sort of this one line for a lot of the experience. But sometimes the line goes up when we're with specifically them. And the relationship I like too with Natalie, that's been growing on me. And I think when they explore the ethical discussions of what they're creating, and then even with these, I think the last 10 minutes of this particular episode 3 were some of the strongest of the 3 episodes that we watched. Like I actually felt some shit in the moment. And I was saying during it how sometimes I think and movies, a lot of movies have been guilty of this, where they throw in like a lot of soundtracks to provide personality and vibe and aura, but that it kind of seems like they're using that to mask some shortcomings in the actual filmmaking that they did. And I don't feel like it's exactly that. I just don't feel like it's super strong with a lot of the filmmaking. But then this was the 3rd episode was the one that actually had like a good amount of scenes where there was a good synergy and harmony from soundtrack to actual visual. But my overall feelings, I'm sure we're gonna go around the round table here a little bit more. I'm like, it's literally like, it's fine. Like that's how most of this has felt to me, is like, it's fine with almost a lot of like, if I isolate this moment, I really like this moment. If I isolate this dynamic, I really like this. But if you're looking at like a complete picture, most of the time it's feeling like fine to me, and not like you guys seem to really like, one of you said it was like the 3rd episode was great, and I'm like, I think it was good. I didn't find any of these episodes particularly great, but sometimes there are great moments to me, and then other times it's just kind of, it took a while to pick up. It took a while for me, and it felt a little bit flatlined. But yeah, whatever. I'm here. Yeah.
All right. Coy, how you doing?
I can't tell, and I've been trying to actually separate to be more fair to it. I can't tell how much of it is my enjoyment of being in anticipation of it and my love of the comic, because I did think the 3rd episode was great, but it felt like it was great because of the payoff of everything that built to it, and I definitely struggled in the first 2. I'm enjoying the things I knew I would, which is why I keep asking, is this me enjoying it or me thinking ahead 3 years? Like, I knew I'd like Dominique Thorne as Riri because I think she is the character and it's a character I like. I knew I'd like Alden because I think Alden is one of the most slept on actors working. I knew those elements, but I definitely find when it's on the other team, like if it's not family or Alden or Xavier, I drift. And that's not good because it's largely about her newfound family. And I'm really not connecting. Like if you asked me a single attribute about Slug or the twins or anything, I'd be like, and it is a struggle when they have so much screen time. And I get that you can only do so much with how much time, but they have a lot of time. And I have things I like about the mom, and she has the least screen time, maybe next to Xavier. So it's just like the elements that aren't working are strong, but the things that are working are really high. So like I'm really liking all of the what you have to do to get ahead in the world, and does that make you a criminal concept. I really like the ethical questions of technology. I really like the idea of Obadiah Stane's son wanting to be so unlike his dad that he becomes a pushover but still has a proclivity for technology. I love the idea of Tony Stark's 2 surrogate heirs being Obadiah Stane's kid who's going bio and Riri who's making tech because of her dad, and that father figure being so important to her. I love the idea of adopted family being something that fuels you to want to grow and think. So all of the things I really like, but there's like stop gaps. And so I think the moments where I'm watching the show just be the things that aren't really serving me. I'm thinking, would I be invested in this if it wasn't a Marvel comic? Like, would this be a show? So it's really hard because I'm trying to judge it as a TV show. And also, I'm a big Ironheart fan and a Dominique Thorne fan because of my anticipation for it. So those things are kind of at odds with each other.
Okay. I think I don't know. I think I'm somewhere not in the middle of you two, but I am enjoying it for what it was. I'm not like over the moon excited. I got to tell everybody about this, but I think I can appreciate the elements of this show within the MCU that we don't typically get outside of shows like this. You know, it being about this black girl from a lower class group or lower class part of Chicago, and you know she has elements of her within her community, and she lost somebody in a type of way that is more that is very common in in the inner city in Chicago. You know, there is a real gang violence problem out there, and the fact that she is somebody who uses her tech and her ability to with the guise of trying to help her community. At least that's her desire, but her going about it in a way that is maybe more unsavory, while also having that desire, but also kind of distancing herself from that community, at least at first, because she wants to kind of guard her heart from the pain she went through. I found interesting. I like that we have this hero that, or she's not even a hero yet, but have this character that has utilized AI to, in a way, bring her friend back. And now the two of them together are these two black girl best friends as this Ironman heir. I think that's a super unique way and a super unique thing to be a part of the MCU, and especially when they become, more integrated. If they decide to do that, I don't think she's going to be in Doomsday, at least not from the announcements of the chairs. But that
I'm sure she'll be a young Avenger.
Probably. I mean, yeah, she's like 19, 20, somewhere around there.
They're all pretty grown. They're like the Stranger Things kids.
Yeah, they're all adults at this point, except for Ms. Marvel. But yeah, I think that stuff, all the stuff that involves, her relationship to her world now coming from the experience off of Wakanda Forever, I think is interesting. Even though we haven't really addressed much of that, we had like a little bit in the beginning where we talked about it, but it seems like a lot of this stuff is finding a way to have her own problems without addressing the fact that she had this whole experience going to like black royalty, which I find a little interesting. I wish we would have at least had a line sort of addressing why she can't call them the Wakandans.
Well, at the end of Wakanda Forever, they talk about her not getting to keep the suit, and it felt fairly buttoned up for that, but I don't feel like they've addressed the fact that if she needs money and access and resources, like I feel like they half addressed it in Wakanda, but not in the show at all.
Yeah, because she was there to help them in the wake of them losing their queen, so I feel like they should, be able to help her in some capacity. Her and Shuri have a relationship, and if Sam and Bucky can call on Wakanda and ask them for help because the suit is literally made of vibranium, I don't see why she shouldn't be able to do the same. But that's neither here nor there. I think the stuff with Obadiah Stane's son is really fun, and I think they are priming him to be either a villain down the road or maybe some sort of contemporary. I feel like it could go down the villain route, but them starting as friends, and then it kind of creates this next level or this legacy thing of Ironmonger's son versus the legacy of Iron Man. Mm-hmm. And I think that could be a fun thing because I really like his performance thus far. But yeah, I wish this show had it's doing stuff to feel like a show based in Chicago, and it does have this element that there is a authentic black voice to the show. I wish it would lean more into her relationship with her community and more her relationship with, the crime within the city. But, they're doing this stuff with the heist. And I think the guise of them, doing things that they don't want to for the betterment of people was obviously her way in. But I'm not super endeared to the team at all, and it's weird because we've done this heist thing in the MCU before with Ant-Man's team, but we were super endeared to them, like Luis and T.I. and then David Dastmalchian's character. They were all super fun, but I don't feel that same level of attachment, or I'm not rooting for this team to see them all kind of interact or achieve their goals or whatnot.
I think that's why I was so easy to be like, oh, bad guys. Like when Greg was like, oh, they're going to be bad guys. No, they're gonna. And I think if they had been more magnanimous or charismatic towards even Riri, I would have felt like, oh, I wonder if they'll like kind of subvert expectations for a little bit until the hood turns. Like the changes I would make are the hood being corrupted over time and having it be, you be curious if that corruption is making them make bigger and bigger risks instead of just, and I would have a little bit more of the Robin Hood element of like them being good guys on the surface, and maybe they're all like, some level of genius and some level of intelligence that felt wronged by the system, because it is a show about like, the way the system doesn't serve people unless they're in it. And I don't feel like it's saying any of that. Like, I feel like it's there, like how the system didn't serve any of them, but only with Riri do I feel like, how did these people get screwed over? And I would have loved a show where it's like, on one side she has her family and she has Xavier and she has Alden and that whole world being like above board, and then below board she has her second family who all got screwed by the system, so she feels more torn about doing bad things for the right reasons. Instead I'm like, she's just doing some villainy.
Yeah.
And like, I like the idea as someone who didn't grow up with, lots of money, wondering what my line is. And they've kind of dabbled with, I'm doing bad things. And Greg at one point said like, Natalie's the hero of the show and she's doing the heroic things. I want that element of Ironheart. She's actually an anti-hero. She's doing not heroic stuff. And like, she's not killing anyone, but there's so much more that I think I keep writing my own story.
Yeah. And I think a lot of potential. What you guys are highlighting is exactly what I meant by there's a lot of great intention, but the execution is not really. I was thinking kind of what you were talking about too. What you said about the this Robin Hood group of people. I was like, yeah, that would have made it much more effective if they seemed like they were doing this for a good cause and they pulled back, whether it be an obvious reveal or not obvious reveal, it would still have some impact. If it did seem like, no, they are doing something kind of good. I mean, take like, this might not be the strongest example, but like Falcon and Winter Soldier had the idea of the Flag Smashers. Right. And I felt like the Flag Smashers, even though that wasn't like the most well-received part of Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think that was working better by that point by episode 3 in this show than here. Like, by the time you get to, when you're thinking about the concept of how, especially in America and lower income areas and a lot of black communities, the system often makes those communities feel like they have to be in a part of a life of crime in order to like get money. Yeah. And you see that they're kind of illustrating that with Riri, right? Like she's constantly being pushed into positions and being blackmailed into positions in order to try to like, no, I want to get out of this life. I want to do some good. So I could see some of that commentary, but it kind of feels like it's not, it's just everything. So much of this feels like it's 70% there, 60 to 70%, but nothing is really like pedal to the metal, but really putting their foot on the gas. Like I feel like by the time it ended, it should feel like some level of suspense or like, oh damn, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. And I'm more like, yeah, I'll stick around. Sure.
And that feeling isn't good. Like I remember when Marvel shows used to feel like, like WandaVision, like the best of them. And I don't think this is amongst the worst of them, but I feel like it is very in the middle of them. Yeah. And that feels weird because it's hard to even comment on beyond like what we're saying as changes and things. And it's also a show like to add to everything you just said. We live in a world of real billionaires causing horrible things. And so I loved in what I thought was going to happen was once we met the criminals stealing from the billionaires, I'm like, in a show about the legacy of Ironman, going at billionaires is a fascinating thing. Yeah. And they haven't really like touched on, the harm of billionaires.
I guess we're just throwing in things that were like, what would have made this more intellectually engaging, I think. Because, it's like the stimuli. I don't really feel like a stimuli from the show.
But I love a lot of the pieces. Like, I really like the actors. Like, I think the girl that I keep calling her Deja because that's her name on This Is Us. I think Deja and Dominique are killing it. I just wish they had more to do with subtext.
I like the mom. And
Mom's good.
The Xavier, the boy, the potential love interest, I think is good. Anthony Ramos is a character that has been. I like Anthony Ramos in general as an actor, and he's been growing on me as the story's been progressing, and I feel like we're about to ramp up into something, hopefully a lot more interesting. Like when they're going down on the supernatural shit, I'm like, stay here.
Yeah, interesting.
This is really interesting. Even though I like the tech shit and the conversations around it, when they're doing supernatural, it's the time where it feels like there's some style. You know? And right now, I think part of the flatness that I'm feeling is the pacing of the editing, and then the fact that there is no real sense of. I don't really feel like someone. It just kind of feels like point and shoot, you know, doesn't really, with like a cool film grain look to it. But it doesn't really feel like someone directed this thing. It feels like a point and shoot thing to me, but sometimes it does, rarely does it feel.
Flashbacks have some flavor. Some of the Ironheart physical action has some flavor.
The suits look good.
The suits look amazing.
The suit looks great.
But overall, I think 80% of the time, I think you're right. But the 20% of the time when it's like, oh, you notice, and that's not good either. When you're like, suddenly a style.
Yeah.
Well, I will say for the show not being the most engaging or, you know, like making me lose my mind about it, I really like Dominique Thorne as Riri Williams. I think she's doing a great job. You know, the stuff with the panic attacks, that's super real. And, you know, it's an environment, it's her response to her trauma and her environment, and the fact that we are getting this new form of a relationship between her and her best friend that she lost. And I like that the two of them together can find this way to function. It's weird because the show itself as a whole is not as strong as the lead, and I wish that we had a stronger story overall to, you know, service her, because I can easily see her being a part of, you know, this larger universe. And I think the scenes we do get that are more planted and direct to Iron Man and his legacy, I think all that stuff is really good. You know, like you said, they had really good chemistry, you know, Ezekiel and Riri. And I'm curious to see where that stuff goes, and also the supernatural stuff. And it seems like we're about to enter a point of conflict with, you know, him seeing the shadow of Ironheart in his vision about his cousin. So I think that things are about to ramp up and take a turn into the supernatural and weird, which, you know, finally we got like a strong hook for this, or at least a stronger hook in the face of, you know, her experiencing a panic attack and then him experiencing, you know, rage and loss. I think there comes a potential for something interesting to come on the other side of these three.
Yeah. And the friendship I like a lot of the confusing side of what an AI can be like, because this idea of Natalie is formed from her own memory of Natalie. And then even though when she's doing some of this other sneaking around stuff, and I made the comment of like, Natalie's the real hero, but at the end of the day, Riri designed Natalie. Yeah,
it's her brainwaves.
Yeah, and then like the conflicting parts of like when they're hanging out at the park and going through memories, and she's putting her guard down, but then the guard will come back up when you come to the awareness of like, well, you're not the real her.
It's it's her conscience, but it's externalized in an interesting way.
Yeah, and the very idea that she is creating all this like armor and stuff while having like a real wall up around her own heart makes sense for someone who's especially having panic attacks, because when you're having these level of panic attacks from trauma triggers, that means there's so much unresolved shit. And I love the idea of how she has to deal with the guilt of the John guy dying. I love that idea. I just kind of wish the show made me feel a little more like, whether it be excitement or intensity or tension, you know, or comedy, either one. Just something like, and I kind of would feel the excitement in comedy when it comes to the dynamic with her and Ezekiel specifically. That's when I would really feel something that felt a little bit propulsive there. And during the John fight scene, and then Natalie showing up, that whole last few minutes I thought was the first time like, whoa, I'm actually really feeling some shit. This is took like 3 episodes in the last 10 minutes of the 3 episodes, and I'm really like enveloped now in this moment. But was it enough goodwill to wash away a lot of the other part of the experience that felt like, am I just doing like television homework right now, you know?
Each episode getting better gives me hope. Like episode 2, I thought was a good letter up of. I mean, I had a rough time with 1. I like enjoyed moments and I externalized those moments, but I was definitely like, oh no. 2, I was like, all right, I would keep watching this. I think 3 is going to be make or break, and then 3 is I think the best of them. If that's your trajectory, this could very much end like, yeah, I'm so glad we have Ironheart. Like if it keeps getting as better as it has, I will be stoked when this ends. Right now, I'm very like, I really hope.
Yeah, and to Aaron's point too, especially with Dominique Thorne and how much you've been raving about her, like she is incredible, and I would love to see her more here. And yeah, it is that feeling of I kind of wish a better project surrounded, but for the amount of delays this had, I'm like, this ain't the freaking like. This ain't the dumpster fire.
No.
Yeah, it was like it's just a mediocre time.
Yeah.
You know. But I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people who love it, and great. I hope you enjoy it.
I hope Dominique gets locked into Young Avengers and Secret Wars and stuff because she is strong enough.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think it has more personality than Captain America 4, which is
It has more to say.
It does have more to say, and I think
Captain America 4 really is like one of the lowest bars.
But as soon as you said it, I was like, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
I'm enjoying
this. Will not be the lowest rated Marvel Cinematic Universe thing this year because that's probably gonna be Cap 4.
It will definitely be Cap 4. But yeah, do you guys have any final thoughts?
I'm excited for next week because I do have hope now.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I think the cast on the thieves are fine. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
They're good. Well, everyone's good. The mom's good too. I like the mom.
The mom's great. I'm enjoying it more and more per episode, and I'm excited to see how it wraps up. Will we get Mephisto? Who knows? I guess we'll find out in the coming weeks.
Every shadow, I think.
My feeling is they had Mephisto and they removed Mephisto. I feel like they probably had Mephisto and then they removed him. I highly doubt that they're gonna. I mean, if they could keep if Mephisto wasn't here, they keep him. I'd be pleasantly surprised. I'd be like okay with that. Very surprised that they would keep it, but something tells me they probably shot it and then they decided to remove it because of I think they don't want this show to really have some type of effect on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like you've brought up MCU more than I have thought of. I haven't really given this show merit into they're going to factor much of this into the MCU, other than they might keep Dominique Thorne around. Outside of that, I don't really view this as like the MCU.
It's like it's propelling like the narrative forward of the universe.
Yeah, I feel like if you bring Mephisto in, that's a part of it, but then you also have like death in the form of Aubrey Plaza. Then you have Mephisto here, so they are been doing some of the more supernatural stuff. But there's a lot of rumors going around about again. And it seems more likely about Midnight Suns actually being in development. So, which would be cool.
Could use the supernatural
like
for that.
I think Dark Supernatural for the television, Werewolf by Night, the Moon Knight, you know? And then maybe grounded with putting some Daredevil in there or some shit. I don't know. Either way. But yeah, that's mine. I was hopeful. I was optimistic. I was like, I wasn't going into this expecting a bad thing. And yeah, I'm just, I guess the part where I'm disappointed is I felt like I would be a few notches up more positive about my experience with it. But I'm not exactly like,
You're just whelmed.
Not over, not under.
Yeah, I'm just like
solidly whelmed.
I'm here. I watched it. Yeah.
I'm glad to have seen it, but I hope for better as we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm enjoying it, and I'm also hoping for better. What do you guys think? Are you enjoying it? Are you overwhelmed? Are you whelmed? Let us know down in the comments below, and we will see you guys in the next one. Deuces.